Hello world, hello YouTube. The music in the background will be on the Cavarian live code from Dark Throne, from their classic album Blazing the Northern Sky. Anybody who knows anything about black metal music should know that one. Probably one of the best black metal albums out there. And it's still really good now, even though it's, you know, about 10-15 years old, something like that. Anyway, the whole point of this video isn't to talk about black metal, it's to talk about this comic, ManBat. ManBat's #1. I'll show you the front cover because the front cover really is the best thing about the book. I'm not being mean, it's just the way it is, you know. That's why I got the book after all. I saw it in the shop and I thought, yeah, that's a fantastic looking front cover. That looked nice on the wall. That's where it's going to go. Now the actual story itself is, it's okay, it's kind of average. It's like a kid's comic really. If I was a kid then I think it's okay, it's quite interesting. Maybe I'm just too old though. It says on the front here that it's rated teen plus, but I can't see teenagers getting much out of this. It's a bit lame, it's a bit safe, it's a bit tame. But it's still okay though. And the writer Frank Tieri, I don't know that guy, but I'd say he's a pretty decent kids writer. And the pencil's by Scot Eaton. And the artwork, it's okay. It's nice, bright and colourful, sort of thing that I think a kid would like. It's not too scary. It's not too dark. Not too spooky. There we go. The beginning of the comic we had that creature there who's the ex-girlfriend of ManBat. And she's taken some of his formula. Apparently he's like a scientist type. He takes his formula and turns him into a giant bat. Well, his girlfriend's nicked some of the formula, so she's turned into a giant she-bat. And she's naughty, she-bat. And she's attacking people to eat. Apparently these bats need people. They need to eat people, but like vampires, I guess. Anyway, he stops her. So we start off the book with a bang, with a fight scene. There he is, stopping his naughty girlfriend. And how does he stop her? Because he's combined the formulas. He's combined the bat formulas. He's combined her formula and his formula. And she's laughing at him, saying, "Now you won't be able to control it now. You know, combining formulas is not a good idea." But like in Ghostbusters, I guess, when they cross the beams. So that's what this ManBat has done. He's combined formulas. And there we see in his lab, there's ManBat, you know, the bloke, before he changes into the bat. But like, you know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, that sort of story really. And he's messing about with his potions, thinking, oh, can I control it or will it control me? It's the old story, the old Jekyll and Hyde story. And then we bring it into the now with with Gotham being overtaken by villains. There we go. So it's part of the what's happening in DC right now with the bad guys taking over the DC universe. And ManBat's thinking, well, you know, I have to be a hero here. I have to, you know, get some sort of control. So he's not, you know, ostensibly a bad guy. He's a scientist type, a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type. Who, at the moment, anyway, at the beginning of the book, he's trying to do good with his formula. But is he going to get out of control? Of course he is, because he's a bad guy. That's what, you know, that's what happens with bad guys. Might start off with good motivations, but you know, I'm sure this formula will turn him into a bad guy. There's one scene which is a bit gory, where the bat starts getting a bit out of control, and there he is in his lab saying, "I need to be faster, stronger." So he's pushing himself to keep up with these new criminals. There we go. So the artwork's okay, isn't it? It's not bad. And I'll do a spoiler at the end of the book because I don't think this book's essential. It's just okay. At the end of the book, he starts taking on the police. He's thinking that the police aren't doing a good enough job of protecting the people. But of course, in the world of comics, when you start attacking the police, you're automatically a bad guy, aren't you? Because in comics, police are the good guys. Now, forget the real world. Forget, you know, attacking the occupied protesters, setting them up, and yeah, forget what police have actually done historically in every like dodgy dictatorship in world history, and you know, in places like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, you know, stopping people from protesting, stopping people from questioning what's happening, stopping people from gathering in the streets to protest against the banks and corporations that now control America and the European Union. That's what the police are used for. But in comics, if you attack the police, you're a bad guy. So this ManBat attacks the cops, and now he's a bad guy. And at the end of the book, wow, he really is a bad guy if he starts attacking the people. There we go. It looks like he might be attacking the people. He's got that girl in his talons and his claws and he's flying away. And the question, of course, being, is ManBat hero or menace? Check in with issues of Detective Comics to find out. So would I be picking up Detective Comics to find out whether this ManBat is a hero or a villain? Nah, it's not that interesting to me. It's okay. It's an average comic. I'll probably give it a 6 out of 10. The artwork's okay. Just the story is a bit simplistic for me and not that interesting, not that original. But it'd be okay for kids maybe. Yeah, so 6 out of 10 for me, ManBat. An okay kids comic with a pretty funky, pretty cool front cover, which will be going up on my bedroom wall. Yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you later. Bye.